It's time to reveal the 2013 Chapter President of the Year. So it is my great pleasure to introduce the 2012 President of the Year, Chapter President of the Year, and rock star, Alethea Odell of SMPS San Francisco, to do the honors.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing this year's Chapter President of the Year. Throughout the judging process, we reviewed and were impressed by the amount of service each nominee inspired in their chapter and the spirited leadership they all demonstrated. However, one nominee's leadership stood out from the crowd. Her nominators described her as a tenacious connector and cheerleader, supporter, innovator, and achiever, rock star. This all made even more sense when I found out she is a pit bull mama, advocate, and rescuer, just like me. This single-handedly explained to me how she was able to lead her board to accomplish all that she did. To love a pit bull is to be able to make and stand by difficult decisions, to deal with scorn, scrutiny, and to take a stand. You can handle being unpopular, and you're willing to work twice as hard to convince people of the potential you see. To rescue a pit bull means you can see beyond the hype and have a spirit of investigation, an open mind, and most importantly, an open heart, with a relentless spirit and enthusiasm. You look at the qualities of the individual before making a decision. To advocate for pit bulls means you're a champion of the misunderstood, the outliers, and the underdog. To bring a pit bull into your home is to accept the largest public relations challenge you will ever face. It will get rid of your mother-in-law, though. Just a side note, responsible pit bull owners and those who devote countless hours to training them, looking for homes for them, and playing with them like any other dog deserves, understands that this breed, like no other, leads with love, and so do their owners. I know because I, too, am a pit bull mama. And in all regards, you want to worry more about their leader than the dog. So when I heard that this president led her board to great achievements and I discovered her devotion to the breed, it all made sense. Her nominators routinely referred to her as a connector and as someone who leads with passion and compassion. Under her leadership, membership attendance rose 32%, and non-member attendance soared 113% above the prior year. The chapter surpassed its registration goal by almost $12,000 this year. She connects the volunteer chapter leaders to potential committee volunteers, increasing the committee number 25%. There was an 11% increase in membership for the chapter and a 7% increase in retention from March 2012 to 2013. This president led her board on a word-of-mouth campaign to experienced chapter members to see where they could lend their skill back to the organization. This resulted in mentors, roundtable and boot camp leader volunteers, and members who acquire clients for programs. She implemented a leadership symposium that connected every board of director to work together and live the Get Connected theme she not only talks about but puts into practice. In the words of her nominators, above all, she is the leader that embraces the individual. She puts 110% into each leader. Please join me in a raucous Chicago-style applause for this year's Chapter President of the Year, Kate Mullaney.
Wow. Oh my God, Alethea. Thank you, Pity Mama. I love it. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Alethea. Thank you, the judging committee. I'm so humbled. I've been in this audience and I've seen these past recipients like yourself, people that I have admired and looked up to, and I just Can't believe I'm in the same category. That might happen a few times, so okay. So I just want to say that it's been a true honor serving the Chicago membership. I love SMPS, and I have loved every minute of being chapter president. And I just want to say, we have the greatest chapter, Chi-Town. Where are you? You're all great, but I love my hometown. In 2001, I started in this industry, but it wasn't until 2006 when I joined SMPS that my entire career trajectory changed. I was able to find mentors in education and, learning opportunities, and in the process, I met colleagues and partners to help me. They helped me learn and they helped me win business, and they became my dear friends, still my friends, and I know that we'll be friends for forever. In joining a committee, I learned a passion for giving to other members what had been given to me. It just seemed right to find people just like me and see if I could find a way to give back to them. So when I think about the impact that a chapter has on the individual, I take that responsibility really seriously and really personally. SMPS is a team sport. Chicago's past leaders have accomplished so much, so this isn't really about one individual. It's everybody. It's about we all know that SMPS is about the people, because without engaged members and volunteers, SMPS would just be a promise. It would be an amazing promise, but you need people to execute on that promise and really make it reality. So I just want to recognize those past presidents that I've served under and learned from: Matt Rebro and Gavin Parr, Nolan Nasser-Gertner, Pam Modine, and Leanne Dawkins. My favorite proverb is, if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, go together. And that was what inspired our theme this year of Get Connected, with an exclamation point, Get Connected. It was a call to action. It was rooted in the idea that the more connected we are, the more of a sense of belonging we could each have in our association. Just might be that transformative thing that turned a membership into a true network and a meaningful experience. So connect we did. I think that we connected with each other on our board and in our committees. We connected with other chapters and other associations. We wanted to be a vital part of our industry and help our members and their firms be really good at being in a relationship-based industry. So, excuse me, our chapter board, I just adore, was our championship team. And our immediate past president, Matt Rebro, who has been my mentor and friend for many years since 2006 when I joined SMPS, has taught me so much. People refer to us as the SMPS spouses because we spend an awful lot of time together in SMPS. He's been on a speaking tour. He's raising the profile of our chapter. He's focusing our past leaders and finding ways for everybody to stay engaged in our chapter. And we've had 2 past presidents on our board this year. We've been so blessed to have Joe Cushing and Leanne Dawkins, presidents from the past, coming back to serve as sponsorship and events. And Joe knows how to throw a fantastic event that would, every SMPS member loves a good event. And Leanne, we had everything from a dunk tank to Santa hats, and you name it, she could get it sponsored. Bean bags and whatever. And raised $35,000 also in annual sponsorship. Thank you. Our programs this year were sold out. I heard a couple years ago a firm principal say something like, "Oh, SMPS, isn't that the marketing coordinator's job bank?" Well, I saw firm principals standing in line waiting to hope somebody didn't show up, so they had standing room only at some of our programs this year. So Bree Axick did that, and she brought baked goods to every board meeting, so we were all fueled to take on the onslaught of firm principals waiting to meet clients. Our professional development committee, led by Laura Klansnick, was able to provide low-cost, no-cost programming and scholarships, brand new marketing achievement awards, member recognition awards, lifetime achievement awards, and working with our membership chair and our communications group to give back $7,000 to our members in member givebacks. And Treasurer Megan Meter and Secretary Derek Ward, they were kind of the do-anything crew. He kept us on track in board meetings. He'd be training people on My SMPS, how to be a power user on the new My SMPS. And Megan would do everything from just not watching the piggy bank, but she'd jump in to run registration, or she'd share a program, and she even agreed to foster a rescue dog for me, just proving again that there is nothing an SMPS member will not do for another when asked. And our membership committee chair, Shelley Finnegan, and our communications chair, Steve Norgang, I just have to recognize them. These are two engineers turned marketers, first-time board members. They jumped in, and I mean, if you want a well-run committee, you find these kind of engineer types to run with precision and passion, and the sky's the limit. Bringing us back to the extra-large chapter category after so many years was just a dream. Shelley did that. She'd only been a member for under 2 years when she did that. Every member knows Shelley, and she knows every member. And Steve's committee, I mean, all those promotions and all that outreach to other associations is really what helped drive that 113% increase in non-member attendance. And that drove all of our revenue, which can only lead to give-backs from members. So I'm so happy about that. And our president-elect, Megan Briers, there's not enough I can say about her. She was really the heart of our board. I can't wait for you conductors to really start engaging with her. She's amazing. She took on our strategic plan that we had just completed, and she's already 20% ahead of schedule for all of our action plans. And she created a birthday video for me for my 40th birthday where she sent my head on a stick. Some of you may have seen it, crossing the country. We put a video together of all my SMPS friends that it was the most moving thing I've ever done. So we know about these people and the relationships. I mean, it's truly been the most meaningful experience. My journey, I guess, started when I went to Chapter President's Symposium PLS in Alexandria last year. And I could not have dreamed of meeting a more inspirational, supportive, sharing, loving group of people than these P3s. These P3s mean personal, passionate, and positive. We stole that from Graceworks, trademark pending, I'm sure, right? But these are people who are now friends, and I know to me, and I'm sure to each of your chapters, you're each and every one of you chapter presidents of the year. Thank you for all of your sharing. And while each and every one of you is so special to me, I think you can see the special bond I share with one certain P3, my partner in crime, my brother from another mother, my cohort, and now my co-MC, Jason Vesuvio. From a stage at Murphy's Pub, at PLS, you've been selflessly collaborating with me, and I really want to say thank you for sharing the journey. If you only knew how many times I started board conversations with, so Vesuvio and I were talking. They're like, yeah, we know. Kevin Hubblethwaite has a saying about what he calls his varsity team, and those are the people that are most important in your life. I also have a varsity team. My mom and dad. Is the other part, sorry. My parents have been my biggest cheerleaders since I was born. I was an only child, so everything was focused into me. But they thought I could do anything I wanted to, and they've never doubted that, and they've always stood behind me. And my husband, Brian, who so patiently has been keeping things going on the home front. There's a lot of extra dog walking that he does that I don't, and a lot of plates left in the microwave for me at late nights. And he now refers to himself as a P4, just to one-up us. He helped me with my unease about this award because I don't feel like we all know it's not an individual effort, that nothing is achieved without so many people standing with us, behind us, in front of us, leading us. I mean, it's all about everybody around us. So I just wanted to say in closing that this particular award, while it's such an honor, was really not a dream of mine. But the results that our chapter achieved for our members was just an absolute dream come true. And I am so happy about Chicago and where we've come and where we're going. So I just wanted to say that I hope we all continue to dream big and do whatever it takes to make those dreams a reality, and promise tonight to dream even bigger for our members, for our firms, and for ourselves in the years to come. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you.